The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
Good start to the Big Ten season for the Wisconsin Badgers as they knock off Purdue at Camp Randall Stadium 41-10. We'll recap the game with head coach Gary Andersen. We'll hear from several of the players, including Joel Stabby, Melvin Gordon, and defensive lineman Warren Herring. Our seniors salute will continue as well with offensive lineman Chris Gill and linebacker Ethan Armstrong. It's all coming up on the Badgers Sports Report.
Yard line where it's 3rd down and 1. Stabby will hand it to White off the right side, slips a tackle, 35, free to the 40. He's gone, 50, 40, White the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Wisconsin. 70 yards, James White, 13-0 Wisconsin.
It was a power play. I knew I had the safety one-on-one. He came down pretty hard. I just made a vertical cut. I don't think he was ready for it. I got off the field and I had another opportunity with the safety. I had a lot of room to work, and I knew I could make a miss and go score.
Stabby will hand it to Gordon into the line, breaking through into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Melvin Gordon from 5 yards away. 6-0 the Badgers.
You know, we drove down the field. You know, we got the momentum early, and I think we kept it. So that one definitely stuck with me.
Gordon, the running back. Stabby will give it to Gordon, blasting inside the 25 to the 20, cuts to the 15, breaks a tackle 10, to the 5, touchdown Wisconsin. Melvin Gordon, 27 yards to the house.
You know, you just got to keep the foot on the gas, you know, because if you let teams stick around like that, they'll come back and win. You know, Purdue, they are in our conference. You know, they're a Big Ten team, so they are well, and if you let them stick around, they will beat you. You know, so we just try to keep the momentum, get the momentum back as early as we could, and you know, it worked out well.
10-5, touchdown Wisconsin. Melvin Gordon, 70 yards. Fires picked off Borland with room, 40. Touchdown James White. The Badgers are headed to the Rose Bowl for the 3rd straight year. Deep down the middle, Hammerdown's got 15, slanting right 10, 5, touchdown Wisconsin.
The Badger Sports Report with Gary Andersen is brought to you by Charter Communications, by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, by Hyundai, by Adidas, and by UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin athletics.
One day, cancer as we know it will cease to exist. But until then, there will be no rest, for they are the ones who push science, who seek more effective protocols and preventions, the ones who treat the most complex of cancers in search of cures. They are the world-renowned physicians, researchers, and healthcare professionals at the University of Wisconsin Carbone Cancer Center, Wisconsin's only nationally designated comprehensive cancer center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Men love sports, but men can't always be at home with Charter TV watching sports. So men do what men have to do. They watch live ESPN on their mobile devices. Not simulated sports, real sports. Live ESPN, anytime, anywhere. Even here. Watch ESPN is available at no extra charge for Charter TV customers. Download the app or visit charter.net/on-the-go.
Whether you're out there training for a big event or you're just trying to stay in shape, I have a bit of advice. It's important to remember that what happens after the workout is just as important as what happens during the workout. My advice? Be sure to refuel with low-fat chocolate milk. It has the perfect mixture of protein, carbs, and electrolytes to help you refuel, rehydrate, and build muscle. In Wisconsin, athletes win with low-fat chocolate milk. And you can too. To learn more, visit winwithchocolatemilk.com.
Watch out! Oh my goodness! See you later! Oh no, he didn't! Down the sideline! Bringing the ruckus! Oh! Making him look silly! Uh-oh! Adios, muchachos! Cold-blooded. He's at the 15, 10, 5.
Oh, sorry, I got a little carried away there. The 429 horsepower Genesis R-Spec from Hyundai.
Hot sauce.
Henry in the shotgun, hunts to the left of the quarterback. Henry back to throw, looking, one pump, looks, throws over the middle, picked off. Sojourn Shelton at the 10, slides to the turf.
Dominating performance from the Badgers on Saturday, 546 yards of total offense, holding Purdue to just 180, including a major stretch there from late in the second quarter and on into the fourth, where there was a stretch where Purdue had about 18 plays for a net of 3 yards. That's pretty good performance. You always find teaching tapes there, but for your guys to get back on the field, moving forward, little just you could exhale a little bit now and push ahead.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. You know, we got the bad taste out of our mouth and not forgotten, but at least we moved on, and I'm proud of the kids. I thought offense, defense, special teams executed. Like you said, there's always things to work on, but there's a lot of positives today, and when we continue to have some young men, you know, step up and make some plays. Vince was the guy today. You look at it, defense came in, and we thought BK'd be ready to play. It didn't happen. And Beagle walks in there and grabbed me right walking out and says, "Coach, I'm ready to go." And I said, "I'm sure you are," and he was.
You know, another guy who made some plays, we were noticing upstairs, Warren Herring. He and Bo Allen were tag teaming a little bit. Warren was disrupting some things, wasn't he?
Yeah, Warren's a very talented young man. He's progressing. He's taking a lot of pride in what he's doing. You know, that's 6 across now on that defensive front, and that's a very valuable weapon. But Warren has he's had a little bit of some stinger issues through practice. He's been healthy this week. He had a great week of practice, and it showed today in the game.
You always talk in this sport about the next man up, and there were a few guys who either couldn't go at all or had their days cut short. Dan Volt's guy stepping in. Yep. It might be a cliche line, but it does ring true, and especially in this last game it did, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. You know, for Dan to walk in there, and I'm biased to the centers, I guess, sometimes, but to walk in there when he was prepared and got the opportunity, and we didn't miss a beat. You know, the offense kept moving, and a lot of positives. And we talked about Vince and BK, and PJ goes out, and Jakari has to come in and play, and Abby was banged up a little bit, and Robert came in, and you know, there's some learning that we can go through. But you know, there's 2 or 3 more, and I don't want to miss them, but. They're preparing in the week, and I think it's a credit to the kids to know that they better be ready to go and represent their school the right way if given the opportunity.
Yeah, one of those guys, Alex Erickson. I see him come in, make a catch, and also lay a couple blocks on people.
Yeah, he did. He's we know how tough he is, right? We've been watching him for a while. We watched him all through spring and through fall camp, and it was great. The kids were really excited to see him catch that ball. I was like, I didn't see who caught it when he came up, and all of a sudden they're all hooping and hollering. And I was like, "Oh, that's a nice play," but it was like, you know, it's first down, like 12 yards or something. Then I saw it was him, and I was like, "Okay, I get it." Yeah, they were fired up for him.
That's fun. We only have gone 2 or 3 minutes. I haven't even mentioned the name Melvin Gordon yet. He was pretty good. James White wasn't bad either. You have talked after the UMass game. You mentioned the fly sweeps are great, the long runs are great. But that UMass game, he had a play where he was moving a stack 4 or 5 yards. Had a few of those on Saturday, didn't he?
He did. He was a very physical runner, and the piles were moving forward. And he's kind of that guy where, you know, 2 or 3 yard gain, you look up and it's sometimes 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and that's great to see. They are very, very talented young men in the backfield. The more I watch them, the more I think they kind of complement each other. And James had a nice day. Melvin had a very, very nice day. You know, but the sky's the limit.
James has a patience, it seems to him. I don't know how much of that is you're born with it or how much you develop, but he does kind of lay back and then kind of picks his holes and knows how to dart through it.
If I was scouting James as a defensive coordinator, I would say he's a very seasoned, savvy veteran as a running back, and you can see him pick his spots. He's got great vision, and he uses it to his advantage. So there's a lot of reps behind that kid and a lot of years of playing, and he uses it to his advantage.
And not to be left out, here comes Corey Clement. Gets 13 carries, including a 39-yard run. If you talk to the guy, it would be easy to forget that he is a true freshman, very mature. Nice. You're going to be asked about it constantly about, you know, so-and-so need more carries. It's a nice problem.
Yeah, it's a great problem to have. And I guess Melvin and James went 16 and 16 today. I haven't even seen the stats yet, but you know, Corey got his opportunities, and there's not a selfish bone in those kids' bodies. There's really not, and that's not just talking about it. I think you look back and you say, how do you do the carries and what's going on? Nothing from me. You know, they have a great running back coach in Thomas. They got a great coordinator in Andy. They're handling it well. They talk to the kids about where they're at and the great opportunities that they have, and they go get it done.
I want to mention another name here in the kicking game. You had a young man from Sacramento come in and did some nice things in the kickoff work, Andrew Endicott, coming in. He hit it pretty well, didn't he?
Yeah, Andrew did. And when he woke up this morning, he had no plans of kicking off in the football game today. I can absolutely promise you that. But I just felt like we weren't really hitting the ball as clean as we needed to on the kickoffs. And we're improving in the field goals. We're improving on the PAT field goal area so much the last couple weeks. And so if we can take that off and just let them focus on one thing, if I'm a golfer, I'm a driver, I'm a long drive contest, hit it really far. I don't have to be a good putter. And if we can do that in special teams, I think it'll help us. But I was proud of Andrew.
Another player, and I know we talked about him as recently as your last radio show a few nights ago, Leon Jacobs. I don't know how he's going to grade out. I'm not smart enough to even fake that. But the athleticism, his ability to run people down, pretty intriguing as you look to his future, I would think.
He absolutely is. And it's just, that's where it's invaluable to get those kids those reps. And the drive when they drove the ball, and we had to bow up. And those are moments of learning for a youthful kid and a youthful group. And Leon made some plays down when they got into the red zone. And that whole crew bowed up enough to get out of it. We ended up getting the pick by another freshman. So they take great pride in that, I hope. But the seniors take great pride in it, I promise you. And they don't want those points on the board. And today they kept them off, which was great to see.
Fun to see your defense. You don't want to, fun's probably not the right word here. There's a turnover. They get a first and goal at the 10. But it was pretty good, I think, to see your defense hold them to a field goal there.
Yeah, and they did. It could have been 14-14 real quick.
Yeah.
Broken play, they score a touchdown. Purdue quarterback makes a great play, and it's 2 plays later, whatever it was, we're right back out there, and they made him kick the field goal, and I thought we got good push on the field goal and barely missed the block. So that's a good moment to be in and see those kids react that way.
All right, Badgers now hit the road. A Saturday night game in Columbus against Ohio State. The kickoff will be 7 o'clock Central Time. Coach will rejoin us in a few minutes with a great day and great question of the week. All that and more as the Badger Sports Report continues.
Stabby takes the snap. He'll give it to Clement running left, and this is room service. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Corey Clement. All kinds of space off the left side.
I thought we did a good job this week in preparation, kind of trying to keep it out of our minds as well as you can and just focus on the game coming up. You never want to start slow. I thought we've done a good job battling back from slow starts. And offensively, I thought we did a pretty good job today. Just staying consistent, not getting down on bad drives, things like that.
Our seniors set an example for us to get over last week. That was a big thing with us. Just get over last week and focus our attention all on Purdue. That was the goal, and I think we achieved that. We're all pushing each other. I think I ran for I was 3 yards ahead of James or something like that. But he had an overall game today. He had some receiving catches. I'm sitting on the sideline, I'm like, man, I want the ball thrown to me. I want to, so it's motivation, definitely competition, and it's gonna help all of us.
Just run to win on every play. That's kind of what it is. Whatever play is called, everybody has to have confidence in it, have confidence to call, be on the same page, and work hard to the whistle. We can do a lot of things, and like I said, we have great offensive linemen, great receivers, great tight ends that do a great job blocking for us. And as backs, when we get our one-on-one situations, we have to win those.
It was great. We came out. We had a plan in mind and everything, and you can't dwell on it too much, or it'll affect your gameplay. But we put it behind us and kept moving forward. So, we knew they were gonna. We knew they changed it up to a pro-style offense, but we had to take advantage of every opportunity. That's one of the main things we talked about, was taking advantage of our opportunities when we got a chance to rush the passer.
Personally, I love the teams that are kind of slower tempo, not as fast-paced. It was great. It was great to play kind of Big Ten football, I guess. We came out strong and emotional. We played with anger. We had the turnover on offense, and we had a short field to defend on defense. I thought we really responded to that. we came out, we forced them to kick a field goal, so I think that's definitely something that stands out. We learned from last week that we have a mature team that kind of weather the storm emotionally and just kind of put it behind us and play the next games.
Well, I don't think it was anything Herculean. I think we just went about our business, and we all made sure guys were calm. I think after that frustration, it has a tendency to bleed into the week, and we just made sure, hey, it's over and it's time to move on. And after that, it's very simple and practical. You just focus on your game plan, you focus on practice, and those boring things, but you have to do them well. Our front seven, and especially the D-line, was frustrated with those. Arizona State got it out on the edge. The other two teams were three-step and quick passing teams. It was nice to finally have a game where those guys get after it. We'd like to get more takeaways, but I think overall today was a solid performance. The resiliency was great. I thought we were put in a tough spot a couple times and responded well. We'll need that next week.
Men love sports, but men can't always be at home with Charter TV watching sports. So men do what men have to do. They watch live ESPN on their mobile devices. Not simulated sports, real sports. Live ESPN, anytime, anywhere. Even here. Watch ESPN is available at no extra charge for Charter TV customers. Download the app or visit charter.net/on-the-go.
Here is a story I'd like to impart. A tale of a little girl's sick, ailing heart. It begins with her doctor and favorite nurse, then on to her blankie and polka dot purse. As we are the UW, it is doubly true. We have gizmos and gadgets all shiny and new. With talents and skill and brain power galore, we fixed Kennedy's heart, so she is sick no more. UW Health and the American Family Children's Hospital. Remarkable.
Congratulations, you've got yourself a new Toyota.
Thank you so much.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Toyota and Coach Andersen, big fans of each other. Right now, get an amazing 0.9% APR financing for 36 months on a new 2013 RAV4. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
The Learfield Sports Directors Cup is the officially sanctioned annual award recognizing all-around excellence in men's and women's collegiate competition. NACDA and USA Today co-founded this esteemed honor in 1993, still widely recognized as the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Stavi, play fake. Back to throw, looking, left side pass, White catches, 35, room to the 40, White 45-yard line, cuts to his right, he's to midfield, to the 45, breaks a tackle 40, White to the 35-yard line, and is brought down near the 30 of Purdue. Lewis and Lucas on the tackle as James White goes to work.
Well, I think that there's a lot of chemistry there. We've come in together and we've stuck together for these 5 years now, and we've developed a lot of lasting friendships. And there's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of jokes and camaraderie between offense and defense, and across position groups. It's not really segmented at all. So I think that's the biggest testament to this class of seniors. It's definitely a benefit on the field. You can kind of anticipate what Chris is going to do, what he's going to see. That he's where he's going to be and just how fast he's going to be there, and you can definitely rely on all the guys on the defensive line and Brendan and all those guys. So it's definitely a benefit when you're playing with them. I have confidence in this group that enough of the guys handle their business the right way that we'll hopefully pass those traits on to the younger guys below us and kind of show them the ropes. And they're all eager to learn. They're eager to kind of ask us questions and see how we do things. One of the most challenging things is to let these guys know that it's not always as good as we've had it, and that you can't really take it for granted, and that one slip up and all of a sudden it's not there. And we got real lucky last year, but we need to be perfect if we want to get back, and we need to do a lot of good things, and it's not always that good. So
Nelson to throw now, fires it down the left seam, and it's picked off. Yes, sir. and that's Ethan Armstrong with the interception at the 44-yard line.
I wanted to play in the Big Ten, my whole life, and when I came here, the people that were here, whether it was the academic staff, any type of service staff that was around, the coaches that were there at the time, the people, the fans, the students. It was just kind of a special place when I visited that I couldn't pass up this opportunity to come to the school. It was a good group of seniors that was in front of us, and a lot of guys had a lot of really close relationships, and there was a lot of chemistry, and to come through and then kind of finish the Big Ten title the way we did, that was pretty special. I just want to leave feeling good about my senior year and leaving some kind of impression on these young players that's a good impression, that they when they think of this senior class, they think favorably of it, and that we can finish this thing the right way and do and accomplish something that we haven't yet on the field.
When I first heard that there was an opportunity to come here, it didn't even take a second. And I was planning on going to law school, so yeah, no, it didn't even take a second to decide that I wanted to come here. This is definitely the best option. Growing up here, I'm from Wisconsin originally, and just to have this opportunity for my last year was just incredible. So I'm extremely grateful for that. My brothers all did some kind of athletics here. 3 ran track, 1 played football, and it's just been a dream ever since I was a little kid, watching games here and stuff, to come here and play. So I'm the 5th one now of all of us, and yeah, they're all excited, and they're all going to be at all the games. So it's just, I think the whole family is all hyped up about it. It's amazing. To come full circle and come back to Wisconsin, it's incredible. I couldn't have been more grateful for this opportunity. I know it's just awesome, and I'm really excited about it. I just like to come here. Hopefully as a team. Hopefully we can go to a big bowl, and I know my family's gonna be there the whole time watching, and they know we're gonna do great, and just hopefully everybody has a great time. It's an honor to be here, knowing that this is the best O-line in the country. And it's just an honor to be a part of that. Just to be here to wear these colors and be a part of the O-line is an honor.
As a fan, there are lots of ways to cheer for your team, from hanging with man's best friend or a group of friends, by standing out or blending in, whether it's somewhere close to home or the other side of the world. Fans show their loyalty in all kinds of ways. Ours, just buy another Hyundai. See what loyalty looks like at the Loyalty Report on the postgame.
One day, cancer as we know it will cease to exist. But until then, there will be no rest, for they are the ones who push science, who seek more effective protocols and preventions, the ones who treat the most complex of cancers in search of cures. They are the world-renowned physicians, researchers, and healthcare professionals at the University of Wisconsin Carbone Cancer Center, Wisconsin's only nationally designated comprehensive cancer center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Wisconsin cheese, making good food great.
The Badger Sports Report with Gary Andersen is brought to you by Charter Communications, by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, by Hyundai, by Adidas, and by UW Health. a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin athletics.
Time now for this week's installment of the Great Dane Great Question of the Week, and it comes from Carol, who wants to know, Coach, which coaches are up in the press box on game day, and how is that decided?
Just by really the coordinators on what they like. I personally feel that the defensive coordinator should be on the field. Dave, when we first got together, Dave was used to being up in the field, or excuse me, up in the box, but I like him being down. But Coach Bush is up there, and Bill does a great job up top watching the secondary. And then from there on the defensive side, it's a couple of the younger coaches and the GAs that do a nice job. Offensively, Andy's up there, and then it's the GAs. So we don't have a whole bunch of people in the box, but we got good eyes in the box, and that's what matters. You don't need a whole bunch of verbiage on those headsets. You just need good quality information.
Something about having the eye contact, your assistance with players too, coming off the field, one of the reasons why you like guys down on the sideline?
I do, yeah, and I think it's important to have each position handled, but yet, Bill Bush would be great to have him down there, but he's just too valuable. Andy can't call the game properly from being down there, so you got to have some people up. But I want as many coaches down on the field as we can to handle adjustments and, like you said, get eye-to-eye contact.
All right, Carol, thanks so much for your question. The Great Dane with 4 locations in Madison, on the east side, downtown, Hilldale, as well as Fitchburg. It's where the Coaches Radio Show is on Thursday nights at the Great Dane Fitchburg, and of course up in Wausau, there's a Great Dane as well. Badgers on the road next week. Second road game of the season, first conference road game, obviously. Wisconsin taking on Ohio State. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock Central Time. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
Let's get in there and sell some cars.
Hey, Coach.
Let's go. Let's go. It's a big day, guys. Let's get out there and compete all day long. Let's go.
Toyota and Coach Andersen, big fans of each other. Get an amazing 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2013 Camry, or lease Camry for $199 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
The Learfield Sports Directors Cup is the officially sanctioned annual award recognizing all-around excellence in men's and women's collegiate competition. NACDA and USA Today co-founded this esteemed honor in 1993, still widely recognized as the crowning achievement in college athletics.